Gravel by California here to give you a tour of one of Southern California's most beautiful and underrated climbs, Highway 39 to Crystal Lake. This climb is 14.2 miles from the West Fork to the cafe with over 4,000 feet of climbing. Now, it's primarily pavement, but I'll find some dirt along the way. Crystal Lake lies roughly 25 miles north of Azusa off of Highway 39. For me, I avoid the lower part of the highway because of the narrow roads and speedy traffic. I've seen crashes aplenty, and I do my best to avoid my exposure to them as much as I can. Instead, I'll climb up GMR and head down where there's water at Camp Williams, or I'll buy a day pass down to Azusa and park near the East Fork Junction. Off the start, you pass the OHV area that's normally busy when it's open. Mile in, you'll see a side option as you'll pass the entrance to Cogswell Dam, which is a nice serene 6 miles before hitting other gravel options further west. The next couple of miles aren't standouts as your view is boxed in, but you do get hints of the high peaks. After a short descent, over the next mile, you'll hit the straightest part of the climb as all you'll think about is how fast you'll come going down. As the road bends across the San Gabriel River, you start to get a sense of where you're headed. Like the many great climbs, you'll see how the roadway winds its way up through the sediment. Crossing the river once again, trees enter your vocabulary as they are welcomed by the elevation. At the halfway point, you'll pass a large parking lot area for the Upper Bear Creek Trailhead with the last bathroom break opportunity. With a quick dip by the Colebrook Campground, the road quickly ramps up before you hit one of the climb's most windy sections. The road straightens out long enough, pointing you towards your destination to get a sense of the miles ahead. Soon, you turn past the Lewis Falls Trailhead into the short and meandering tree-lined portion of Highway 39 called Falling Springs. You snake in and out of passing streams, which is handy if you're desperate for water. The best part about the second half is the grade is flatter than the first, but pace yourself because you may be tired from the earlier effort. At mile 11, the road straightens out again, where you get a panorama of the many nearby peaks like Mount Islip and Hawkins. Passing the 5,000 foot mark, it's another level of nature absorption as you become more saturated with foliage. As the air thins here at mile 12, the turnoff to Crystal Lake comes up. But continue up Highway 39 just for a little bit more. Gotta catch that view. Turning back onto Crystal Lake Road, it's a 2-mile ride up the pavement to the cafe. The atmosphere is definitely different up here, and you ask yourself if you remembered more layers for the cold descent. 1 mile up, you'll see a one-way road turnoff to Crystal Lake that's worth it if you're riding gravel. Taking this short but sandy piece of dirt leads you to the small pocket of beauty. Despite its size, you can see by its reflection why it's properly named. There's more options to fish than gravel riding here, but it's very much worth the diversion. Getting back towards the road is a mile of tree-lined fun until you hit the main attraction for most, Crystal Lake Cafe. This stalwart of the San Gabriels is a popular stop where you can buy food and drink, as well as camping and other supplies handy for people frequenting the cabins and campgrounds. If you're on a road bike, most likely your ride turns around here. But if you got some tread, there's more possibilities north. Heading up to the Deer Flat area takes some zigzagging around the campgrounds, but you should be properly directed by the signage. Right after you spot the tanks, stay to the right to continue going up. You'll need to do a little hike-a-bike across some sediment, but you'll have another enjoyable mile until the surface changes. As soon as you pass the gate, you'll notice the fire road is more rocky and sandy than you wish, but I was still able to stay upright most of the way riding on narrow tires. While Highway 39 does make you feel isolated from the city, riding up here adds an extra layer of quietness and solitude that makes the beauty of the mountains feel bigger. So I'm at mile 20 of the ride, and as you can see here, there are a lot of options, especially going up to Mount Hawkins or the Windy Gap Trail. That's probably more mountain bike if you could do that at all. For me, coming on 32s means that I have the opportunity to extend this adventure another time. So I'm gonna head back down. Coming back down the dirt requires you pay attention to your handling. Once you reach the pavement though, it's a fun breeze of shifting panoramas through the trees. One more thing. If you were thinking on the way up, this is going to be a great descent, then you're thinking right. Let's check it out. As you can see, Crystal Lake is a gorgeous experience. It does not look like it belongs in the Los Angeles area. Going by a road bike is normally the way to go. If you bring along a gravel bike, there's a lot of great extra options out there. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also look for more articles and material on gravelbikecalifornia.com. See you out there.